The Panama Canal stands as a testament to human ingenuity and ambition. It is a 50-mile ribbon of water carved through jungles and mountains that connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. This engineering marvel has redefined global trade and transportation. It has shortened shipping routes and facilitated the movement of goods and people across continents. The Panama Canal is more than just a waterway. It is a symbol of human endeavor, international cooperation, and the enduring pursuit of progress. The canal's impact on global trade is undeniable. It has reduced shipping times and costs, fueling economic growth and interconnectedness. For over a century, the Panama Canal has played a pivotal role in shaping the world we live in. The history of the Panama Canal is long and complex. It is a story of dreams, struggles, and triumphs. From the early explorers who first envisioned a passage through Panama to the engineers who overcame formidable obstacles to construct it, the canal's journey is a testament to human determination. Today, the Panama Canal faces new challenges. Climate change, growing global trade, and shifting geopolitical dynamics all present unique challenges and opportunities. As we look to the future, the Panama Canal remains a vital artery of global commerce and a symbol of human ingenuity. Its continued operation and development are crucial for the prosperity and interconnectedness of the world. The dream of a canal across the Isthmus of Panama is centuries old. Spanish explorers, recognizing the narrow strip of land separating two vast oceans, first conceived of the idea in the 1500s. Such a waterway, they envisioned, would provide a shortcut for ships laden with treasures from the New World. It would solidify Spain's dominance as a global power. Realizing this ambition, however, proved far more challenging than imagining it. The technological prowess and resources required for such a monumental undertaking were simply unavailable at the time. Early attempts by the French in the late 19th century met with disastrous failure. Disease, landslides, and financial mismanagement crippled the project, leaving behind a trail of broken dreams and thousands of lives lost. Despite these setbacks, the allure of a Panama Canal remained. The potential economic and strategic benefits were too great to ignore. As the United States emerged as a global power in the late 19th century, its interest in the canal intensified. The Spanish-American War had highlighted the need for a faster route between the Atlantic and Pacific coasts for the US Navy. Control over such a strategic waterway held immense geopolitical significance. The dawn of the 20th century marked a turning point in the history of the Panama Canal. After the French failure, the United States, under the leadership of President Theodore Roosevelt, saw an opportunity to assert its growing influence. Roosevelt, a staunch advocate for American power, believed that control of the canal was vital for US interests in the region and beyond. In 1903, the United States secured the rights to build and operate the canal through the controversial Hay-Bunau-Varilla Treaty. This agreement, signed with Panama just days after its independence from Colombia, orchestrated with US support, granted the US control over a 10-mile-wide strip of land known as the Panama Canal Zone. This zone effectively became US territory, solidifying its grip over this strategically crucial waterway. The construction of the Panama Canal was a monumental task, one of the largest and most complex engineering projects ever undertaken at the time. Thousands of workers, many from the Caribbean islands, toiled for years under harsh conditions to carve the canal through dense jungle, excavate mountains, and construct the intricate lock system. Their labor and sacrifice made this engineering marvel a reality. The canal officially opened in 1914, forever altering global trade routes and maritime transportation. The United States, having completed what the French could not, celebrated this achievement as a symbol of its technological prowess and growing global power. The Panama Canal became a vital artery for international commerce. The United States, as the canal's owner and operator, exerted significant influence over its operations and reaped substantial economic benefits from tolls and strategic advantages. The Panama Canal Zone, a symbol of American power and prosperity, became a hub for trade, tourism, and military activity. The United States' control over the Panama Canal, while economically and strategically beneficial, was not without its critics. From the outset, many Panamanians resented the terms of the Tribunal-Varilla Treaty, which they viewed as unfair and a violation of their sovereignty. These sentiments grew stronger over time, fueled by nationalist movements and a desire for self-determination. The presence of the Panama Canal Zone, a stark reminder of US control within Panamanian territory, became a source of constant friction. Panamanians living outside the zone faced discrimination and were denied economic opportunities available to US citizens residing within its borders. Tensions reached a boiling point in 1964, when riots erupted in Panama City following a dispute over the flying of the Panamanian flag in the Canal Zone. The riots, which resulted in the deaths of several Panamanians and US soldiers, shocked both nations and brought the issue of Panamanian sovereignty to the forefront of international attention. The 1964 riots marked a turning point in US-Panama relations. They exposed the deep resentment felt by many Panamanians towards US control over the canal and highlighted the need for a new arrangement that respected Panama's sovereignty. The riots forced the United States to acknowledge the growing calls for change and paved the way for negotiations that would eventually lead to the Torrijos-Carter treaties. Section 5. The Torrijos-Carter treaties, a new era dawns. The 1964 riots and the changing geopolitical landscape of the Cold War prompted a reassessment of the US presence in Panama. The Carter administration, seeking to distance itself from the interventionist policies of its predecessors, saw an opportunity to address a long-standing source of tension in the region and bolster its image as a fair and equitable world power. In 1977, after years of negotiations, US President Jimmy Carter and Panamanian leader Omar Torrijos signed the historic Torrijos-Carter treaties. This landmark agreement set in motion the process for the gradual transfer of control over the Panama Canal to Panama. It marked the beginning of the end of US hegemony over this vital waterway. The treaties, hailed as a victory for diplomacy and a model for peaceful resolution of international disputes, consisted of two key agreements: the Panama Canal Treaty and the Neutrality Treaty. The Panama Canal Treaty provided for the joint US-Panamanian administration of the canal until December 31, 1999, when Panama would assume full control. It also guaranteed the canal's neutrality and ensured its continued operation. The Neutrality Treaty, on the other hand, granted the United States the right to defend the canal's neutrality in perpetuity, a provision that would become a source of contention in later years. The signing of the Torrijos-Carter treaties was met with mixed reactions. In Panama, it was celebrated as a triumph of nationalism and a long-awaited recognition of the country's sovereignty. In the United States, however, the treaties faced significant opposition, particularly from conservatives who viewed them as a strategic blunder and a betrayal of US interests. Section 6. Panama takes the helm. 1999 and beyond. The year 1999 marked a historic moment for Panama, the culmination of the Torrijos-Carter treaties and the long-awaited transfer of control over the Panama Canal. At noon on December 31st, the Panamanian flag was raised over the canal's administration building, symbolizing the end of US control and the beginning of a new era for this strategic waterway. The transfer of the Panama Canal to Panamanian control was a momentous occasion, celebrated with great pride and jubilation across the nation. It marked the culmination of decades of struggle for sovereignty and self-determination. The Panama Canal Authority, or ACP, established by the Panamanian government, assumed full responsibility for the canal's management, operation and defense, a testament to Panama's commitment to ensuring the waterway's continued success. The years following the transfer have been a period of growth and adaptation for the Panama Canal. The ACP, demonstrating its commitment to efficient and profitable operations, has undertaken significant modernization and expansion projects to accommodate the ever-increasing volume of global trade and the growing size of ships. The successful management of the Panama Canal by the ACP has defied skeptics who doubted Panama's ability to handle such a complex and strategically important waterway. The canal continues to play a vital role in global trade, generating substantial revenue for Panama and solidifying its position as a key player in international commerce. The Panama Canal is more than just a marvel of engineering. It is an economic engine driving global trade, but, it has also been a geopolitical flashpoint. The strategic importance of this waterway has made it a focal point for international relations and sometimes even tensions. The canal's history is, a stark reminder of its vulnerability. Natural disasters, political upheavals, and economic crises have all impacted its operation. Yet it remains resilient, adapting and evolving through the challenges. Fears of sabotage and security threats have always been a part of the canal's story. But the reality is that it continues to be a vital artery for commerce thanks to robust security measures and international cooperation. In the 21st century, the Panama Canal faces new challenges and opportunities. Expansion projects and technological advancements aim to keep it relevant in an ever-changing global landscape. It's a testament to human ingenuity and the enduring importance of this iconic waterway.